knee slap.
Who's the beast?
I don't know their names. Little ones. Yeah. Oh my god. I want them all. It's really funny because I remember like messaging Dan, being like, "I'm so lonely. Like I am literally sat at this dinner table on my own, speaking to inanimate objects. If I'm lucky, most of the time there was nothing even on camera with me. So I'm just like, dum 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 dum.
Yes, my daughter.
You have the most beautiful smile.
Nice to meet you, Emma.
Lovely to meet you. Do you just give her everything that she wants all the time? I don't know how anyone would say no to you for anything.
One of my favourite lines from the film is the song where Gaston sings in the pub, and he has a line in the song where he says, "I use antlers in all of my decorating," and for some reason that just really makes me giggle. I really don't know what my tits have to do with it. It's very confusing.
Tim Walker's great. He
I'm
shot me with
confused.
flowers in my beard.
Most
so,
people are
you know.
confused. No, I mean, it's, I'm always just kind of quietly stunned.
What
But
were people saying about you?
they were saying that I couldn't be a feminist and
have boobs.
have boobs. Bangers and mash.
Oh.
Who is the beauty and who is the beast here?
The mashed potato, obviously, the
Depends what's in it, though.
carbohydrate.
Depends how
It's
you
a
make
complex carb, isn't it?
What's your key ingredient to great mash?
There's butter in mash.
See, butter, don't do well with butter.
What? Butter's the best
So wait,
ingredient
are you
ever.
saying-
Everything that has butter
Wait,
in it is the best.
Emma, are you saying that?
This one's chasing its own shadow. Literally. This is too much.
How cool to get to play out one of the most romantic relationships in cinematic history.
I know, it's wonderful.
Pretty amazing. And also kind of sad for me because I feel like I peaked at 26 and nothing will ever be as romantic as that ever again. And my real life will have to try to live up to that ballroom and that dress and Dan Stevens asking me to
know.
waltz. What am I
Imagine
going
that.
to do? It's going to be terrible. Ooh, I'm dying. I can't even concentrate on what you're saying. That's when you know someone is really good looking, is when they just manage to wear a grey lycra suit and make it look okay.
You did
I
have
have
to
to
kill
say,
an animal in order to
the
do
sausages
it.
look pretty phallic to me. That's all I'm saying.
And-
pretty light. You basically can't take yourself too seriously when you're dancing with a man in a
Muscle suit on
a
stilts.
muscle suit on stilts. You're talking to a dancing candlestick. You've got to have a sense of humour about it all.
The
Mash is
the.
fluffy
It's
and
zero
buttery
gravity bangers and mash,
It
which is really tripping me
soft
out.
and-
It's just to confuse you.
All right, let's move
All
on.
right.
Want to come down? Is this a little high for you? Oh no, you kind of want to stay. Okay, you go here, you stay there, and you can come down here. Henry VIII cut women's heads off. He's like
But
the
have
ultimate
Have
misogynist.
you not read Bring Up the Bodies?
What?
Wolf Hall.
I mean, I'm not saying Anne Boleyn was like a total angel or anything, but literally he was chopping their head. I mean,
Oh, he was
literally
awful,
chopping
awful
their
man.
heads off.
But
But I just got loads of the crew to tell me jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, someone tell me a joke. Okay, it's funny and delightful. Someone tell me a joke. Okay, it's funny and delightful.
Just as long as it's like appropriate.
Yes.
You can't be like belly laughing because that'd be really
Kind of,
weird.
it needs to be like a delighted giggle level. Yeah, just like that.
Speaking of Harry Potter, a lot of the fans want to know, are you and Daniel still in touch? Do you guys text? Has he said anything about the film?
Gosh, we actually have a group WhatsApp, which I invited everyone really from the main cast from Harry Potter to come to the screenings, and Matt Lewis and Tom Felton came to the screening that we just had in LA. It's kind of like Pokemon. I'm trying to catch them all right now. I've got Bonnie and Dan left. You know, we're all spread all over the globe, and so you know, it's a case of trying to like get people into the right places. But I'm feel very supported by my old co-stars.
Isn't
I'm
it?
an amazing table tennis player.
Oh,
I
awesome.
mean, really like Olympic level. I made them play Pharrell Happy.
Happy, that was a
And
great
we got
one.
everyone to dance, and we did like a massive Beauty and the Beast cast conga line,
Oh,
which
wow.
was
It was
surreal.
very cool.
Yeah. Someone says, one of the villagers says, "Hurry up, the baguettes," and I don't know why, but that also really makes me laugh.
Baguettes.
Do you like singing and dancing in the movie?
I love singing and dancing in the movie. I kind of want to only sing and dance in all of my movies because it's just so joyful and it's just so much fun, and it's like, it like makes you feel happy every day. It's so good.
In fact, when I'm ill, even now, I will occasionally put on Pocahontas to watch. The knee slapping.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, some very good knee slapping.
I know at the end, Bill was saying that you guys, it was so hard to get everyone together, and you guys were all there together finally at the end, and you played Pharrell Happy.
I did, yeah. And there ended up being this really surreal, spontaneous Beauty and the Beast conga line. There is nothing more surreal than Kevin Kline and like Ian McKellen and Emma Thompson all like da-da-da-da-da. It was pretty amazing.
It was fun.
And it all kicked off because of Pharrell's Happy, which is one of the great songs of all time, I'd like to add. What? So you can have two of them at the same time? Two wives?
Hang out. We go on holiday together.
This conversation is going in a very sinister direction. My personal opinion is that Belle and Mary would, maybe not be interested in having
I
a
think
dance
maybe
too.
Beast and Belle.
We're going to stop rambling. We do this.
Sorry.
Rein us
By
in.
all
Just be like,
means.
listen, I've got questions for you.
It was very fun playing a princess. It was even more fun playing this Disney princess because she's actually not a princess and she gets to like run around and ride and like she's very adventurous.
I'm not sure he would have like won Belle's heart somehow, quite in the same way.
you think so?
Than doing the waltz. You know, it just might not have had quite the same effect. I'm not saying the robot isn't romantic, but
Emma, you said you felt like you transitioned into a woman on screen.
yeah, it somehow there was this weird symmetry between Hermione and Belle. I think they felt very soul sistery, and actually we wrapped the movie on the day that the anniversary of the day that I was cast as Hermione. Wow. And so they felt like there was this synergy, and it did feel like I don't know, yeah, it did feel that way.
You started out as a man. I'm joking.
I secretly fantasize that I might quit my job one day and just become a full-time table tennis player.
I'd really.
What was comical for me is that usually it's the woman who's wearing a silly pair of heels that means that she can't dance and that she needs like someone to catch her. But in our set of instances, it was me trying to spot Dan because he's in these ridiculous kind of like stilts to do this waltz. And we had a number of occasions where I was like, I've got you. And I'm like, this is hilarious. This is such a like role reversal. So yeah, it was funny. We were really equals in that dance because we were both kind of like, I had the big dress on, he had the ridiculous beast thing going, we were like, it was very bonding. I feel like we saved each other's lives on numerous occasions.
Oh my God, you're so sweet. You're so good with kids.
Oh,
my God, great mom someday.
Oh,
Someday.
God. I hope so.
How tempting was it to not sing The Hills Are Alive?
Oh,
with
I
the sounds
did.
You did?
I did, yeah. No, it's got to be done, It was just so Sound of Music.
Did you let anybody know in advance or you just go for it?
Just did it.
Yeah, here it goes.
Just got to be done.
Take 14, don't care.
Sound of Music, sorry guys, just give me one.
No, I don't want it to be over. Please don't let it be over.
Imagine being that guy who you're so self-centered that you have to go to the pub named after you.
Yeah, that takes effort
That's
to be that narcissistic.
That's Gaston.
There are people like that though.
I'm just heading down the end. I just have a little word with your agent just going, look, I think we've gone too far.
I think it's gone too far.
With the pub.
It's nice to look really classic as well, because I wanted something that if I looked at pictures like 10 or 15 years later, that I would still think that I look good.
Like 10 years, we'll be doing a flashback.
This is hilarious.
Talking to Emma Thompson about all sorts of different things. Pretty up there. She just got back from Antarctica.
As you do.
As you do.
Classic Emma Thompson.
Classic Emma Thompson. So talking to her about that was pretty cool. Talking to Stanley Tucci about his new cookbook. Pretty cool. Also, I've never seen anyone eat as much as Dan ate during the shoot. Honestly, it was like Brad Pitt in a movie. It was like every time I looked at Dan, he was holding something, eating something, about to eat something.
Yeah.
It's a shadow again.
Too cute.
Only had eyes on one thing.
I wish I had never had those dodgy blonde highlights. That's mostly what I could think when I was watching that.
Was a big challenge for both of us. I was particularly concerned about not breaking any of Emma Watson's toes.
I was very concerned about that.
But I didn't.
Right.
And